Dear quietly rich friend, here's something most people will never admit out loud. We say we want money. We say we want freedom. We say we want abundance. But deep down, beneath the goals, beneath the affirmations, beneath the vision boards, many people are secretly afraid of financial freedom. It sounds strange, doesn't it? Why would anyone be afraid of having enough money to live on their terms? But the fear is real, and it's powerful, because financial freedom isn't just about money. It's about identity. It's about change. And most importantly, it's about letting go of the version of yourself who survived in lack. You may not fear money itself, but you may fear what will happen if you actually get it. What if you lose it? What if you outgrow the people you love? What if having money makes you visible and judged or even resented? These fears are rarely spoken, but they echo quietly in the hearts of many. And they block the flow of financial abundance, not because you don't deserve it, but because part of you doesn't feel safe receiving it. The truth is, most people aren't held back by their circumstances. They're held back by their vibration, by the invisible energy of fear, guilt, and identity conflict. They think they're afraid of being broke, but they're actually afraid of who they'll become when they're finally free. If any part of this speaks to you, please stay. Because in this gentle exploration, we'll walk through the shadows of your subconscious money beliefs, shift the stories that no longer serve you, and invite a new energetic alignment with wealth. And stay with this video until the very end, because in the final segment, I'll share a simple yet powerful affirmation that can shift your money vibration and open the flow of abundance that's been waiting for you. Dear quietly rich friend, let's take a moment to go deeper, not into your wallet, but into your wiring. Your relationship with money isn't just shaped by your choices. It's shaped by your conditioning. From the time you were small, you absorbed powerful emotional messages about money. You heard things like, money is the root of all evil. Rich people are cold and selfish. Don't talk about money. It's rude. Be grateful for what you have. Wanting more is greedy. These weren't just phrases. They were emotional imprints, and they formed the core of your subconscious money beliefs. So now, as an adult, even as you try to build a wealth mindset, even as you pursue success or dream of more, there's a quiet resistance. A small part of you flinches when money comes close. A whisper inside says, if I have too much, I'll change. If I become wealthy, I might lose people. If I ask for more, I might lose love. This is the tug of war between what you want and what you've been trained to fear. And it's exhausting, because no matter how hard you work or how much you visualize, your inner energy is sending mixed signals. One moment you say, I deserve abundance. The next, you feel guilty just thinking about having more than others. But here's the truth. Money is not the enemy. Money is a mirror. It reflects your comfort with receiving, your trust in yourself, and your willingness to be seen. The work isn't just about earning more. It's about feeling safe enough to receive more and keep it. When your nervous system equates wealth with fear, chaos, or loss, it will push it away again and again. But this doesn't mean you're broken. It means you're ready to heal. Dear quietly rich friend, let's talk about money vibration. What is it really? At its core, money vibration is the energy you broadcast through your beliefs, emotions, and expectations about your relationship with wealth. It's not about thinking positive thoughts all day. It's not about faking it until you make it. It's about the deep emotional resonance you carry when you think about money. When you operate from scarcity, your vibration is tight, anxious, fearful. You say yes when you want to say no. You accept less than you're worth. You feel guilty asking to be paid well for your gifts. But when you shift into abundance, your energy opens. You no longer see money as a threat, but as a tool, a channel, a form of support from the universe. This is where the law of attraction becomes real, not as wishful thinking, but as energetic alignment. You begin to draw in experiences that match your newfound frequency of worthiness, openness, and trust. Wealth alignment is not just about building a business or setting goals. It's about stepping into the version of yourself who is no longer afraid of being abundant. Because being aligned with wealth means being aligned with growth, with leadership, with visibility, with responsibility. That's what scares most people. Not the money, but the identity shift that comes with receiving it. But here's something you might need to hear today. You are not too much. You are not too greedy. You are not selfish for wanting more. You are simply remembering who you were before the world taught you to fear your own expansion. Dear quietly rich friend, now let's breathe into the practical. You don't need to force a breakthrough. You don't need to push yourself into abundance. You simply need to soften. Wealth doesn't rush in through tension. It arrives when your heart feels safe enough to welcome it. So here are some gentle practices to begin realigning your money vibration. Start with your language. Each time you hear yourself saying, "I can't afford that," pause. Ask instead, "Is this in alignment with my current priorities?" This small shift replaces panic with presence. Then pay attention to your reactions when you receive. If someone gives you a gift, a compliment, or even a small sum of money, don't brush it off. Say, "Thank you. I received that." Receiving is a muscle. It must be exercised with intention. Practice microacts of abundance. Treat yourself to something small without guilt. Tithe or give generously without fear. Bless your bank account, even when it feels empty. Visualize yourself not just having money, but being at peace with money. Imagine your home calm, your body relaxed, your heart unburdened. This is what financial abundance feels like. It's not always about luxury. It's about ease. And finally, speak this affirmation. It is safe for me to be wealthy. I am aligned with peace, purpose, and prosperity. Money flows to me as I expand into who I truly am. Repeat it slowly. Let each word settle into your body. Say it again before bed, when the mind is quiet and the heart is open. You're not forcing anything. You're remembering what it feels like to be free. Dear quietly rich friend, let's pause here and acknowledge the courage it takes to face your hidden fears. Wanting money is easy, but allowing it, without fear, without guilt, without shame, that's the real work. You've walked through the quiet corridors of your mind, seen the stories you inherited but no longer need, and you've taken the first gentle steps toward wealth alignment. And that's something to honor. You're not afraid of success. You're afraid of letting go of the identity that once protected you, the version of you that survived scarcity. But you don't need to survive anymore. You are ready to receive, to relax, to be held, to thrive. So let's anchor this moment with one final affirmation. Say it slowly, with breath, with belief. I no longer fear abundance. I am safe to be free. I align with wealth, not just in numbers, but in peace, purpose, and presence. Let this be your new baseline. Let it guide your decisions, your energy, your conversations. Let it carry you gently forward, toward everything you once thought was out of reach. Financial freedom was never something to fear. It was simply something you weren't yet ready to hold. But now you are, and the flow of abundance is already on its way.